Hello everyone and welcome to your Tuesday Thoughts video. Today is the 3rd of October 2023. I almost forgot to do the video, which is kind of crazy, but I've had a busy day already. I'm just going to do some saging now. This is quite a hefty, oh it's so good, piece of sage, you might say. And so we'll just clear the energy around. I just love the smell. And this is great. It's actually got antibacterial properties as well. So it's really good to sage your room. I go around saging the corners, sage around the window and the doors. And it's a really nice way just to create sacred space as well. And I'll be creating a sacred space soon, October 22nd, hopefully, fingers crossed, over at Yoga Rocks. We'll be doing a spiritual awareness evening where you can come and join, and I will take you through some basic kind of exercises, a little bit of journeying. The guides will come in and speak to you for a bit, and then they'll probably do a little bit of a meditation for you as well, and we'll have a few little fun things to do as well. So if you're interested, it'll be for about an hour. It'll be only £10. Just get in touch, email karen@karentinny.co.uk, and that will be in North London, but can be obviously put out across different venues. So enough of that. As I said, I almost forgot the reading today, because I had a client reading earlier, and then I had to go out and do several bits, and I didn't. I've come home and I've got a lot of stuff on, a lot of stuff to do, and then it was like, oh my goodness, what do I do on Tuesday usually? Actually, I do my card reading and I do a channel. I have a Reiki session in a couple of hours, so I have to try and squeeze this in before the Reiki session. And oops, they're not. So I use tarot, and I'm just shuffling now, and I use them sort of intuitively. This is slightly different to my tarot read, so if you come to me for an actual tarot reading, it wouldn't necessarily be like this. I have a particular spread that I use for that reading. It's a very personalized reading, and this is just a more general energy for the week ahead. But it may resonate with you. Sometimes a lot of these things do make sense. And if it does, just leave a comment below and let me know that I'm going along the right direction. The tarot, the personal tarot readings are much more in-depth and much more a signpost of where you've just come from, what's going on right now, and what is coming up for you, and how to manage it as well. It gives good information on how to manage it. So a couple of things have dropped out. Oh, we've got 3 different things. Okay, and I'm going to take one more card as well. I hope you can hear me okay. I've just realised I've popped that on the computer, and I think sometimes that makes a bit of noise. That might interfere. But let's just go with, and we'll do that one as well. Should we do one more? Okay, thank you. So one more, just, oh, 2 more popped out. I won't even look at those yet. We'll just run quickly through everything. As I say, I've got a lot on, and I don't have a huge amount of time, but my aim is to give you something for the week. So, first card is death. So death is about rebirth. Death is a signpost to the ending of something and the moving forward of something new. So yes, in death there is loss, and there is, you can see here he's got the little timer, egg timer thing, and that is a sign that there is a time for everything, and sometimes there comes a point where something must be let go, must die in order to be reborn. He's coming here on the skeleton, so the bare bones of it, so perhaps getting to the root of something, and then that clears it for you. A lot of this is just coming in intuitively, so if it makes sense to you, just go with. There is a family here, there is also a bishop, and there is a raven and the sunshine in the horizon here. So the sun will shine again, the sun will rise again. But there's certainly this energy of needing to cut away something, needing to get to the roots of something, the bones of something, and then it's time to start afresh, time to renew, time to step forward respectfully to, you know, there's perhaps a grief, and it's a respect to that grief, a respect to that loss, and a need to then step forward into the new, because as something ends, it does mean something is beginning. And I can point to autumn as well. We're in October, and the leaves are being pushed off the trees, so it shows us that there is the new is pushing the old leaves off, and in order to grow and keep growing and keep bringing the green leaves for us, they have to push the old leaves off. And so there's a letting go, a grieving of that. But there is beauty in that as well. We see these wonderful colours during autumn as well. And it shows itself to us as the buds open up then in springtime in these beautiful lush leaves. But it's the energy of death. It's the energy of ending. But in that, if something ends, that means something is beginning. And what is beginning? So we have the world. So there must be a cycle here. There's something repeating itself. It's paying attention to cycles in your life. Does this feel like a cycle that you've had before, where something has died and then something new was born, where you had to take on this new element or step into this new position in the world? So perhaps it's the old you is dying and you're leaving those bones behind in order that the new you can step into this new cycle and begin this cycle. And everything has cycles and ups and downs, and they have, you know, even the stock market has a cycle. So it is about paying attention to that you possibly through this ending are moving into this new cycle, and it can be moving to a different part of the world. Here it is, the world card. This is kind of like a celebration as well, so stepping forward in a positive way. Something positive is coming of this. And as well, you can see it's a bit like a wreath, a bit like the Christmas wreath that you would hang on the door. So it's pointing towards, between now and Christmas, that there's a different part of the world that you're moving towards, or a different part of your own personal cycle that you're moving into. Three of Pentacles can point to like working in an office, working in a building with people. So it might be a new place that you'll be working in. The Pentacles are about money, so there's effort and work that's going to be happening here. But you can see in the background there's a little bit of what we would say is scaffolding. So it's not fully formed. It's not, you haven't reached your full pentacle lot here. You've only got 3. So it is, I mean, it might be 3 days a week. You might work in an office 3 days a week. You might decide to go part-time. You might use that to help you build something else, but it's not fully structured. It's not complete. So there is room for this work to continue and for you to get something from it. But you are with other people. You are being sociable. It is good to work. I was listening to a podcast there, and partly how we meet important people in our lives and how we integrate and create friendships and meet contacts and network and even meet romantic partners is because we're out there, because we're out working, because we're out traveling to and from work, because we're doing events associated with the different work that we do. And in doing that, it gives us the possibility of meeting new people. And this is about that as well. It's about the people that you are meeting in work and the financial reward that you are getting. It's not the 10 of Pentacles, so it's not massive, you're not completely content, but you're building something, you're in the building phase, and so that might be some work that you are building, this new cycle that you're deciding to build, and you're investing a little bit into it, but it hasn't fully formed yet. So you're working with people, you're networking, you're structuring this business, you're building it from the ground up in a sense, as with scaffolding and creating a building, you're building it from the ground up, but it hasn't fully fledged. But there is a little leaves here on the vine on the side, so it has room to grow. It has the possibility of growth here. and communication. They're in talks, they're discussing, they're pointing to what's happened, they're pointing to the building. There's still a level of work to be done. So there is that network element too, which is very important for the Hermit. So the Hermit is, you probably know the Hermit as being someone who likes to be on their own. They enjoy their own company. They might spend a great deal of time on their own. And someone who has done a lot of spiritual evolvement or spiritual work will have had to spend a lot of time on their own, because you can't do it when you're around lots of people. The part of the work is solitary. Part of the meditation, the spiritual communication, the hours and hours of spending time with spirit tends to be quite a solitary path for part of the cycle. So you'll move through different stages, but there certainly will be a period of personal growth where you will have to do a great deal by yourself. And they say that people who have difficulty spending time on their own, there's a little bit of a problem there, because you haven't actually looked at yourself, you haven't gone inwards, you haven't done any of the inner work, because everything is out here. So there is a period of time for everyone to just do some introspection and take some time for themselves. But the Hermit here points to someone who likes their own company, absolutely, but they have gained a lot of wisdom throughout their life. So they're able to sit and analyze and come to conclusions about their life. And through that wisdom gathering and knowledge gathering, they're able to light up this lantern. And the idea is that you're able to turn around. You've everything that's happened to you up until this point has informed you, has given you wisdom, the bad, the good. You know, sometimes I had a conversation with a guy today, just on the way. I just left my front door. I met him outside the front door, and we are neighbours, and we had a discussion on I've lost my train of thought already. Oh, and good and bad things. So and I was saying, even the bad stuff teaches you something. So even the worst sticky situation, you're learning something about the situation. So whether it's another person or another event, you're learning about that. But you're also learning about you. You're learning about how you handle it. You're learning about what you would change next time. You're learning about possibilities, outcomes, different things. So you're gaining wisdom, even if it's good or bad. And what happens is that wisdom lights up the lantern, and you want to turn around and walk forwards with this lantern. Shed light ahead. This is the wisdom that you will be sharing as you move forwards. Okay? Now, 2 turned over and I didn't look at them, so I'm just going to look now. Oh, fabulous. So you are off on this new journey. You are setting off on this adventure. You've got your head in the air. The sun is here again, which we saw the death cards. This is new beginning again, transformation. So your life has caused you to transform, to change. Everything that you have learned, you are able now to step into this new life, this new journey. You're stepping off into this newness, new beginnings. That's what this is, new beginnings. And you're taking a little bit with you, the knapsack here on his shoulder, not carrying too much, not feeling overburdened. And the little rose here, so it points to a possible romantic new beginning as well, a possible meeting of someone, or hopeful to meet someone. And it gives that sort of fragrant, floral, romantic element to the card. But it's also just a positive vibration in the card. And here you can see his man's best friend. The dog is with him, and the dog is barking at him because he's trying to grab his attention. So just be careful where you walk, because you might go off the cliff. So there's that element of, you can think gung-ho, I'm going off on this new adventure, I've got so much potential and I'm so excited, I'm bringing all this wisdom with me and I'm stepping in. And they're just saying, but just watch where you step, because you just might slip. So keep an eye on your environment, keep an eye on what's going on, be grounded. Head in the clouds is great, because you're full of enthusiasm, but just maintain composure, because you're moving forward. But it is a new adventure, it is a new beginning, it's really positive. And when you think about it, you have the Hermit here. So the Hermit has got all this wisdom and is turning and moving forward with this wisdom on this new adventure. And the Hermit would be someone that would have spent, like I said, time on their own, a lot of introspection, a lot of spiritual development. And then all of a sudden it's time to set off and go back out into the world, go back out and share what you've learned. Take the wisdom, take the light, wrap it up and bring it with you out into the world so you can integrate with people again. But just be mindful of where you are going and what you are doing. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, I said earlier about the 3 of Pentacles, so nothing had been fully achieved yet. You were building the foundations, the scaffolding had gone up, but it wasn't complete. 10 is completion. So this is what all of that is moving towards, and all of that is moving towards complete fulfillment. In this card, you have 10 Pentacles. It doesn't get better than 10. So you have plenty of money. You could look at it as business enterprise. You have a financial business that is doing well. You have the homes. The castle is in the background. So you have the home and buildings or businesses. And what was scaffolding earlier is complete now. You have the maiden here. So there's the idea of the romantic couple, the love interest here. There is the child. So it's a multi-generational thing. This is family. You've got the elder, the grandfather. So it's showing all the different generations that are melding into one. This link between each generation. So the family, the home. You even have the dogs here as well, so that welcoming, loyal blood tie as well that you have within family. And it opens the doorway. So this new beginning is this new doorway into fulfillment, into this completion. There's lots of flowers around, there's fruits on the trees. You know, you've got 10 coins, gold coins, so that's money for you. And everyone is happy, everyone is content, everyone knows where they stand within the family network. And it feels good, it feels positive. It is something that people enjoy, is happy families. And this is it, there is no lack, there is abundance. There's number 10, which doesn't get better than that, so it is abundance. So I'm going to quickly do a couple from my Priestess of Light deck, purely because I love them and I think they're great. So I'm going to just see if we can get a message on that. So there is this element of ending, new beginning. So we had the Death card, which is ending, and then at the other end we had the Fool, which is new beginnings. So we're going through that process of clearing up the cycles, through that process of building something, of working with people, networking perhaps, and then realizing that we're stepping into this new beginning, that we're taking all of that wisdom, taking everything that we've learned and stepping into the new beginning. So can we get another card for the collective today, please? Oh, that's far too many. I'm going to take, there's 3 that have turned the correct way up, so I'm just going to take those 3 because the rest of them are far too many. But we have a nice one on the back, so I'll just show you that. Twin flames, a tiger. So it'll be interesting to see what your spirit animal is, your Chinese zodiac animal. I'm the tiger. Beautiful card. And you've got 2 pillars, beautiful white dresses, gorgeous. So the first one we have is Circle of Eternal Joy, Timelessness, Dance of Life. And I guess that circle of eternal joy could be related to the cycles. So again, the cyclical nature of thing, and you know, something drastic happens, but there is a possibility of moving back into the fullness again, moving back into abundance. That cycle, it goes in and out and up and down. Let me see, where is my book? I want the book. Okay, bear with me. Okay, so I went and got the book, and Circle of Eternal Joy is, so I'll just hold it up as well so you can see it. and there's a little dove at the top. I'm not sure if you can see that very well, but it says the dove of spirit brings a blissful feeling of anticipation to the priestess of the dance. The pair faces outwards in front of a portal that leads to the energetic realm. This mystical vortex is a place of power where the intentions and vibrations reach from the long distance past into the infinite future. The dove is a symbol of eternal spirit, a divine consciousness that moves freely through time and space. Your soul is of the same spiritual nature. And your energy spirals through time, engaged in the dance of repetition and rebirth. So there we have it. Every day brings opportunities for joy. And your present joy spins blissful intentions into the fabric of the future. So remember, your soul has come to experience both happiness and self-mastery. Learn what there is to learn, but never forget to let your spirit soar. This card brings profound, encouraging guidance. Your life is eternal, and you're always connected to the bliss of your spiritual perspective. No matter what you may be going through, know that you can still find happiness, purpose, and understanding in the dance that is your current life. Might also mean that, dance a little bit more, or you might be going to a wedding or something where you will be dancing, but find your bliss in little moments. Okay. And the next one, I think I'm going to go with this one, Portal, because that was kind of saying there was a portal behind her, and there is a portal here which says Infinite Mind Awakening Consciousness. And I'm actually going to a consciousness conference on Friday, Saturday and Sunday this week, so with Greg Braden. So I'm really looking forward to that and expanding my knowledge and expanding my own consciousness. So let's see what the portal, it's number 1 as well. So number 1 is New Beginnings. Let's see what it has to say. So, this card heralds the coming of a very powerful time for you. It signifies no less than the awakening of your infinite and eternal awareness. A golden radiance encircles the crown chakra and the third eye of the sacred, I think I said secret last time too. Sacred priestess, representing the profound connections that reach from your own mind to the unlimited power of the divine source. This is the portal to your ultimate experience of inspiration. You are connected to the unending flow of beneficial information from the Akashic records, resonating all around you, touching on everything from creative or artistic endeavors to work projects and even financial investments. This doorway to eternal guidance is open to you now. The records, which are the Akashic records, represented by the sacred geometry of the circle and triangle around her here, vibrates through the ever-expanding flow of energy in your life. The circle is the very real vortex of your eternal consciousness, which is being sent outward in every direction by the arrows, triangles of your intention and life force. But just as the rays of your own light move out into infinite awareness, so too do the rays of divine consciousness return to commune with you. This magical connection can change your life in spectacular ways. It heightens your intuition, helping you harness the wisdom of the universe throughout all your experiences, great and small. When this card shows up in your spread, you'll find yourself making spontaneous, honoring decisions, trusting your choices, and clearly seeing the future potentials coming into your life. The portal marks a time of expanding consciousness. Open to the guidance of your own eternal mind and look to the future with confidence. So it is that sort of new cycle, moving into that awareness, that aware phase, taking all that wisdom from the hermit energy and moving forward in to this new high consciousness, that light-filled, energetic place. And then this one I think is beautiful. So it's Sacred Action, Decisive Forces. What a card. I just wanted to keep that one to the end because I thought it was so cool. So it's number 17, which is actually next to Twin Flames, which is 16, so 17. So this is a message to us all who are moving into this new cycle. And the message is, it's time to bring the active energy of the cheetah into your life. This swift cat represents decisive action and intense focus. Take an honest look at the projects or situations that have, for some reason, been put on hold. I got this earlier. Perhaps you've been waiting for a better time, unsure of what you want to focus on or even what action to take. This happened to me because I pulled some cards for myself and I got I can't remember what I got. It's not over. Oh yeah, it is. 2 of Wands. So it's like examining your world closely. You've got this idea, you've built this idea, it's not going anywhere, and you've put some effort into it. It's not complete yet, but there is this point where you've been planning, but you got to do. And so I've been planning this evening event where we get together and we sit in sacred space and we plan a little bit, but we also see what wants to happen in the space. And I've wanted to do it for ages, and now I finally have decided, right, I'm doing it, let's put it into action. So this is very much for me as well. This card is telling you to let go of hesitation. Your soul longs for you to move forward on your path. Whether your goal is personal, professional, or spiritual, you have the power to manifest whatever you desire. Now is the time to resolve to pick a direction that calls to your heart and act. Let go of your self-doubt and fear of making the wrong decision. The strength of your spirit will guide you every step of the way. Your spirit may also take you into more global direction of activism. The light of shared consciousness between animal and human can help you take decisive action to make the earth and all her life forms a top priority. And as your loving intention expands to encompass others, it accelerates the beneficial momentum and activates blessings worldwide. And that's why I want to do group activity as well, just to expand the consciousness, expand the healing, expand the sacredness, keep people in that sacred space where they can be attuned and their energy changed, and then that benefits their families and the people around them, and it just spreads blessings. In this way, you have the power to heal the earth and yourself in your actions and choices every day. Excuse me. Fabulous. Love that. So that resonates with me because of what I've just decided to put into motion, set a date, get organised, let's do this event, and then I can begin my classes. So hoping to do some beginners development classes to help people connect. You're all coming online, you're all going to be waking up to much more intuitive nature, much more prophecy perhaps, just because of the way the world is changing. And so some people will need a little bit of help navigating that and knowing what to do. Some of you might feel energy moving through you. You might need help with that as well. So there's lots of things that can be a bit overwhelming as you change to a different frequency. And my role is to bring through the information and the guidance which will help you with that. So, oh my God, that's quite a lot. First card, restriction. So quickly go through them. Restriction, joy guides. So don't block off everything just by criticizing it, by saying, well, that's not the case, by being negative, by having a limited mindset. You need to open your mind and let the guides come in and help unlock your potential, because you hold so much potential once you learn to understand the brain, once you learn to understand the body, once you learn to understand the mind. And the world is a mental world. I don't mean it's mental crazy. I mean most of it's created out of thought, out of thinking. And so restricted thinking creates a restricted life. There's a need to clear the restriction, to unlock your inner self, unlock the potential which is held within you. And then you have the epiphany. So the epiphany comes because of that connection. You've got the lotus here, so connection of the crown to above, your higher self. You actually tap in, and that's what we'll be doing as well. You'll get the opportunity to connect, to meet, to greet your higher self, and that will reveal so much more to you because it is part of you. It's just you're logging into it, you're downloading it, you are receiving it. You'll receive direct from your higher self, and that will be an awakening, that will be an epiphany for you. And then we have partnerships and love, and like I said before, nature spirit. So get out to nature, get outside, even in our work, even if we're walking in and out of shops, if we're going to the park, if we're going different places. Connect with the natural world and use that natural energy of meeting people, not swiping left or swiping right, but actually meeting people, looking at people in the eye, and gathering together. You can see this group have gathered together as well, and they're gathering together for the higher good so that growth can happen. They're being gifted elements here of stars that are coming into this group. So it's not just romantic partnerships and soulmates, but it's also partnerships for the highest good, heart-centered business, coming together as groups to expand. You know, the when we work in spiritual groups, we call it in circles. So we're creating a circle, a development circle, and so that's what's happening here. And it was one based on love, one based on heart energy. And then we have the appreciation. So be thankful, be grateful every day. Say thank you. The energy of thank you will do something to your body, but also do something to the energy around you, which will draw more of the good stuff to you. Even if you don't have anything to be thankful for, by saying thank you, 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 thank you. Your body recognizes those words as something. So you can trick yourself into that appreciation simply by saying that over and over. I appreciate that. I appreciate the world. I appreciate everything that I have. I appreciate this computer. I appreciate this card. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry I didn't pay attention to everything that I have around me in this room, and I'm thankful for everything that I have around me in this room. I have this room. I have the windows. I have the doors. I have the curtains. I have this roof over my head. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that gives room for new abundance, for new growth, for new gifts to come in. When you appreciate what you have, the new can come in and you will be gifted more. But you must appreciate what you've got in the first instance. If you're missing the good stuff you already have, then you'll kind of be in this, it can be a complaining mode, or a down of mouth mode, or a depression, or a lack of interest in things. But appreciation, being thankful, being grateful is very important, and it works. And also show appreciation. So if you think, this guy's handing someone a bunch of flowers, if somebody did something good for you, or somebody shared something, or if somebody you wanted to do something for someone, just to say appreciation, just to say thank you, you can give a bunch of flowers, or buy them a voucher, or take their dog for a walk, or do some babysitting, or cook them a meal and bring them around dinner, or buy a bottle of wine. Whatever it is, sometimes just showing a little bit of appreciation, even a text message, can make a difference to somebody. So do it, because you are setting off that motion, and then good things come from that. Okay. And the final card today is the physical body, but it's also the body of Gaia. So again, connecting to nature, connecting to everything that is the natural world, which includes the cycles of the moon, includes the air, includes the waters, includes the land, includes the food, includes the human beings that we connect with, includes spirit that we connect with. So all of that, bring that connection to the physical, connect with the world Stop swiping left and right. Connect with people, connect with the land, connect with the food that you eat, connect with the seasons, connect with the moon cycles, the natural world that is around us, that is our clock. You know, we had the we had the death card at the beginning. So we had this timer, the cycle. It's time to connect with our own timing. The seasons change, they are timing. This new relationship or new connection or partnership, but it's, you know, it doesn't have to be new, but it can be just reinvigorating a partnership by appreciating the other person, by connecting to the ground. Be aware of your physical body, be aware of what you're eating. Try and eat natural foods, organic foods, wholesome fruits, vegetables. You can use flower essences or essential oils. Breath work, so we've got kind of the air element, so breath work is very good. Yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, all those elements that you work the body in order to open up this subtle body so it can inform you. Because if you've never done any of that kind of work, you just think your body's your body. You don't realize your body is an instrument which is able to connect and inform, which is a receiver and a transmitter, which has ancient wisdom within it, and it has energetic imprints, and it can have new upgrades and codes within it which transform. And so understanding the physical body in a very different way. Tai Chi is one of the quickest ways to do it. I'm a big fan of Tai Chi, and you could be doing yoga for 20 years and you could be doing Tai Chi for a year, and the level of where you go with Tai Chi is beyond. That's why they call it the supreme ultimate. It is top for this internal, which is your body, inside your body. Working the body has a way of transforming you. You don't even realize, like, it's off the scale. And so this is about, also we have Gaia, so the earth, connecting with the earth energy, and then the air energy up here, the heavens and the earth, which is Tai Chi, heaven and earth, heaven onto earth. That's why we're here doing this work. We're bringing all the information now, all the heavenly information. We're seeing it now in our day-to-day. So that's your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed. It's a little bit quick, but I have so much to do. I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's quite informative. Definitely made sense for me. And do let me know if any of that resonates. I've got to get on now, and I might do a quick channel, which you'll probably see after this, and then I have a Reiki session to do for a client. So have a great week. Take care of yourselves. If it resonates, let me know. It is just an intuitive read. It's just feeling the energy of the moment. A lot of people are in transition, a lot of people are in change, so be aware it's not just you. It's happening all over, and it's quite big change as well. So be mindful that appreciation and gratitude and connecting with other human beings in real time, one-to-one, in groups, face-to-face, is one of the best things you can do. Great. Take care of yourselves. Thank you. Bye-bye.